Hollywood cannot seem to find a win, and it's all the fault of those who put them in that position to begin with. But what is it right now that is destroying everything to do with movies, streaming, and more? Well, folks, you're in for the explanation you've been waiting for, and we'll get started right now. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Pro Channel, where we are, as ever, excited to have you explaining entertainment. Keeping you ahead of the culture curve is that which we enjoy doing so much, bringing common sense back to the marketplace of ideas, even in the wacky world of Hollywood. Today, we've got a great panel to talk about what is happening. Why is the Disney stock cratering? Why can the creatives not make the kind of content you are so used to, but which has evaded you thus far in the year 2024? All right, let's bring on the panel and let's dive into the DEI that is DIing Hollywood. Carrie, talk to us a little bit on the aspect of DEI, and why do you think that companies have so wholeheartedly taken hold of this woke movement, which seems to be antithetical to them making profits? And once upon a time, we all thought that the corporations loved money, and apparently that isn't so anymore. So how is that?
They do love money. That's why I think they comply with DEI. Because they're basically, it eases the way, it's government easing the way for them to have certain kickbacks, and it also pushes out competition, because a lot of new companies are not going to be able to keep up with these initiatives. And so it's an easy way, if you're already an established big conglomerate that you can afford to comply with all this government woke nonsense, you're going to be one of the only people doing so in your field, perhaps. So I think they're working hand in hand with the government on it. It benefits them to comply with the government on it. They're not so much looking at whether the public likes it or not. I don't think they authentically believe that that DEI helps with the companies. I don't think that they are sincere believers. I just think they have incentives.
So you think it's being subsidized by the government then? You think that this is not in favor of the companies in terms of the private market, but it's in favor of them with the public market, but it's in favor of them with the governmental aspect of the economy, which is a huge percentage now.
Right. It's better for them to have a higher ESG score. By the way, let me just apologize. And warn you, I did just come to the dentist and this side of my mouth is frozen. I think I'm talking okay, but if coffee spills out or if I can't smile, that's why.
Carrie, we would never zoom in on you, and we would never try to focus on such a thing. No. I kid.
Now, Lorena did make a comment that I want to echo here. She did say that the Walt Disney Company needs a Scrooge McDuck, and I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. And Scrooge McDuck often says that he has gotten where he is by being smarter than the smarties and tougher than the toughies. And while we don't have a trillionaire cartoon duck to join us on the panel, we do have someone who I think is smarter than the smarties and tougher than the toughies. That would be Mr. Ron Coleman of the Dillon Law Group.
Oh, wow. Hey, Ron.
Yes, this show just gets better and better. Ron, welcome aboard. What do you think about this idea that corporations have tied themselves to woke ideology and where it's coming from?
I've spent some time thinking about this and talking about it. And I asked on my podcast, what's his name?
Scrooge McDuck.
Guy who ran for president, the Indian guy.
Vivek.
Ramaswamy.
I asked Vivek that exact question. Based on his previous book, Woke Inc. Why
Excellent
do companies?
Book, by the way.
It is. Why do companies do something that's so obviously contrary to their financial interests? And he insisted that it's not, that what they're doing is entirely consistent with their financial interest because of reasons, which I actually didn't buy. He's smarter. He's even smarter than I am. Okay.
Whoa, easy now. Easy.
No. Yes, but there's no, Victoria's Secret just made a change, right? They're going back to pretty looking girls.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny, Ron? I literally just walked by a Victoria's Secret in a mall the other day, and I thought,
you usually don't even look in that direction.
Yeah.
How
But
dare you, Ron? I'm kidding.
Victoria's Secret's still around.
no,
I say
so
very
the answer is, I mean,
tongue-in-cheek,
I see it we've discussed this so many times, guys, on on your show, Pro, and
Sure.
and on Val's show. It is a combination of the social milieu in which these decision makers operate. Oh, that was fast. Good work. The social milieu in which these decision makers operate, the desire to please social ranking investors like BlackRock that actually make DEI progress a condition of their continued approval, and it helps them with recruiting. And it is something. Everything that they do is to sell stuff, right? But the real bottom line and underlying all of those answers is people like Iger in particular. It maximizes his personal financial short-term return. He doesn't care about where is the company going to be in 10 years or even 5 years. It's all about what will make me money and make my life easier and more pleasant. I already have two showers, right? I mean, how do I make, so it's, people don't build institutions anymore. Someone in the chat said, he's got no skin in the game. That's right. He's got no skin in the game, and he has been allowed to appoint and retain a board of people who also have no skin in the game. So it's all about the short. Corporations are captured by cadres, small people who milk them for their own benefit. And in the case of Disney in particular, as we've discussed so many times, Pro, the culture of the company makes it impossible for them to back out. They cannot fix this. There's nowhere to go. This is, in the case of Disney, this is the Ron Coleman hypothesis, by the way. I'm the only one saying this, but I say it very loudly and with a New York accent, so you have to listen. It's a bottom-up phenomenon, at least as much as a top-up phenomenon, because of the nature of the spaces that they're in, because of Orlando and the strong emphasis on the entertainment business, and there's nowhere for them to go.
Well, the other thing too, this comes from somebody inside Disney who we've talked with in the past couple of days. There's a real feeling that at Disney World, at least, the enforcement of folks within the company having essentially to take a particular type of medication emptied out a large swath of conservatives. And so that has altered the makeup of the employment there at Disney World, which has had an impact. As I've said in the past, you need people who have a liberal mindset in your companies, because they are the ones who tend to look for faults and problems and then come up with new solutions. But you also desperately need conservatives inside your corporation, because they tend to be the ones who identify what really works and what should not be changed. And then that battle between the two psyches is what hopefully produces something somewhere in the middle that is advantageous to the corporation as a whole. What has happened is, it seems to me that Disney has largely emptied out all of their conservatives, and their political givings shows that. We're not a political channel, but I think that's more of a philosophical, psychological understanding, is that you kind of need people of different viewpoints to battle amongst one another inside a company in an appropriate way. And folks, we have come to the end of yet another video of pure, unfiltered excellence, the kind that journalists seek out on a daily basis, but they will never admit it, unlike you. And folks, you can help us send this out to even more people. You can be our gigawatts simply by clicking the like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms, it's the notification bell, and drop a comment down below. Folks, it is an honor every time you elect to join us, an attitude of gratitude for you spending your day right here. We will see you real soon. 3 more videos on the daily. Folks, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.